Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. Welcome to my studio. It's Laurette. I'm thrilled you're here today. It's Work On It Wednesday, and guess what we're working on? Probably not too hard to figure out. We're going to be working on my journal again. And so today's pages are going to be these. These were the pre-made done pages by Michelle Rowe. And what I've decided to do with these, I think this side of the page is going to be my sample pages. I'm going to do almost like a real vintage seamstress's notebook. That's the way this is going to be designed. So here we're going to have samples of different things on each one of these pages. And there are, I believe, 5 of these pages. So I've had my daughter make me some special tags for myself, only they're not in her shop. And they are for sample cards, sample button cards, sample trims, you know. So, but I don't want to leave them, you know, I don't want to leave the words there. Now, this side, I still haven't decided what's going to go there yet, but this side, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this one out, and we'll just take one out at a time. We'll start with the first one. We're going to have 5 different categories. And we're going to get busy. So, first of all, welcome everyone. As I said earlier, so happy you're here. Welcome to my new subscribers and those of you who've been following me regularly, and all those of you who might be working on this particular project. I hope you're working along with me. If not, maybe you're kicking back and enjoying some relaxation, or listening to me while you're working on another kind of craft, or cleaning your house, or, you know, sitting in the sunshine, sitting in your hammock, relaxing. So, anyway, happy everyone's here and you've chosen to watch me. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to cover these pages, and I think I'm going to rotate between that page and this page, every other one maybe, depending upon what category we're going to do. So I think I'm going to start with I'll start with sample laces. And I don't know, I printed it in the brighter paper, on my 32-pound hammer mill paper. I also printed it in the heavier cardstock, the darker paper. So the question is, what do I want for my... Well, I'm going to wait a minute. Let's just see what we're going to put on here. Let's start with that. Let's get that going. I do have my paper cutter. The question is, do I want everything, or do I want to use my tear ruler? I can try. If I feel like I'm just getting nowhere with the tear ruler today, then I'll go to my paper cutter, because, you know, there's just no point in struggling. Everybody has something they do well, and everybody has something they don't do well. Haven't had lunch yet today, so hopefully my tummy doesn't growl halfway through and I have to quit, but we'll see. That one had a piece of damage from the printer. The printer ate the edge of that. The printer ate my paper. Kind of like the dog ate my homework. The printer ate my paper. I think I told you it's kind of about ready to give up the ghost, but I will not stop using it till it is completely dead, because I know I can't get another one. The one I have another one waiting in the wings, but after that I won't be able to get it anymore. So I love my HP printer. Love, love, love it. If I ever decide to give up the HP, I'll probably go to the Epson Eco Tank, or I'll keep the HP and maybe go to it, because even though I'm on the ink program, I'm always over my page allotment every single time. But not enough to justify going up to the really high count. So, you know, it's kind of that, you're in that in-between place. I love these papers. These are in Jolene's kit. This kit is from a Jewel Design. And for those of you who are new, go to a Jewel Design. You'll find it. This is So Shabby Vintage Digital Sewing Kit. And you'll find in my drop-down box, there's a little arrow when you look at the video screen, and, you know, it has the name of the title of today's video, and it has my name. Over on this side, you see a tiny little arrow. At least I think that's what everyone sees. You tap on that, it'll drop it down, and you have a little information box. And then under there, I think there is a direct link to my shop. We don't do links here, but we do for that because that is my business, and Jillian and I share a shop together. For those of you that don't know, she is my daughter. She is a professional graphic artist, and she created the digitals for this particular journal and a whole bunch of other beautiful ones. Okay, so I think that's going to be my base. I do want to ink this up, and I ink for definition, so it'll stand out, separation, framing, a whole lot of reasons. I'm getting new people every day who don't know, so I wanted to share that with you. All right, so we've got that. Now I've got to figure out what glues I'm going to use today. I don't know if I'm going to use that one, but I'm probably going to use my art glitter glue. Well used Love bottle that needs to be replaced any minute. Alrighty, so I'm going to glue that on. And then what's going to happen is we're going to put a title, but there's going to be, I'm going to do to protect the pages, I ordered myself some different papers. And I got myself some vellum. I also have pink vellum. So I have an option to use either pink or white vellum on this. Got it off of Amazon, no particular brand, just looked it up. I don't like the pink over the yellow, so definitely going to use the white vellum. All right, so let's get this glued down. And then, now I've never made this before. This is just something I'm dreaming up in my head. So we're just going to have to see how this goes because I'm making it up as I go. And we're going to hope that we're not having a glue debacle today. Nope, looks like it's going to come out. Hasn't been as cold at night. It's in the 40s and 50s at night. So we're finally out of the 30s and low 40s. So it's a beautiful day in sunny California. Somewhere between mid to high 70s. We touch 80 for a little bit, but we've been cooling off at night, so that's been really nice. I live in central coast of California. Oh, we're gonna need our card. This is what I call my glue spreader. I want to kind of make sure it's all down and smooth out the glue, because this glue tends to leave lines. So, but this is the only glue I would use on my vellum. So now I am going to get my Decal Edge paper cutter by Tim Holtz for this because let me figure out how I'm going to hold this up for just a second. I'm thinking 4 1/4 maybe. Let's give it a shot and see what we think. If it's not right, it's okay. I did order like 200 sheets because I knew I was doing this project and I wanted to make sure I had plenty, not just for this, but for other projects that I might want to do. I love working with vellum. In fact, you're going to start seeing it in a lot of my work. I'm going to be doing some new things once I'm done with this journal. I have some really exciting new projects I'm very excited about. This doesn't want to go in my garbage. Keeps jumping out. All right, let me see about, oh, how tall do I need it? Forgot to check that. This looks like the right size. What I'm doing is I'm making a vellum flip. I don't want to wrap it over. I would love to wrap it over. That would be the ideal, but then it would be on this side. So do we, but I don't know what's going on the other side, so I don't want to do that. This is called Figure It Out As You Go. Fly by the seat of your pants crafting. Let me see. Let me just make a little, we'll make a little crease and then I'll just cut that off. That'll work. Try to straighten it out. Maybe a little bit. All right. Trying to figure out which side do you use. I guess I'm going to use that side. And I'm going to glue it here. And if it shows, then I'll put a piece of ribbon or some rickrack or something sewing related up there. That would work really well. So let's put a little bit of glue. Ooh, I'm going to put it on the page, not on the vellum. Let's see. I generally do kind of a little zigzaggy thing. And I didn't put a ton because I really... I know there's kind of a top and a bottom to this. You have a smooth side and one that kind of has a little bit of a... I want kind of the tooth on the top. So I'm going to... Maybe this may be upside down, but that's all right. We can use it any way we want. We are crafters, right? And I found that on vellum, it's really hard to get it to stick, so you want to use... Yeah, that's going to show, I betcha. Okay, we'll definitely be covering that up. But that's kind of why I zigzagged it, so it would look like a piece of rickrack, so that if maybe while we're, you know, working on this, I decide to take some... I had this out the other day, and I didn't use it, so... But I could, you know, go across the top like this, would finish off the top of the page. I mean, there's a whole bunch of... I'm going to use different embellishments and notions on that. All right, so we've got that far. Now let's work on the label for that. I just had those, didn't I? Let me see if I can get them pulled out. And the question is, which one do I want to use? I think we'll make this the lace page. So I'll cut out... Let me get my scissors. Oh, being attacked by a piece of paper here. I'm just not sure how dark I want my label. You know, if I want it darker, then I'll use the other piece. Okay, let's go like this. Let's see if we can get that straighter. Haha, not. Okay, Jolene did a beautiful job on the details for me. So I wanted to say lace samples like that. And I definitely want to put... Oh, I'm checking my little thing here. There we go. Oh, I just dumped a bunch of lace on the floor. Eek! I don't think I can reach it. Oh, there we go. Okay. I want to use some of that or some of this behind it. We'll put those both out. Let me try this other lace sample too, because I want to get a feel for what color I want my labels to be. There it is. It's like, where did it go? Well, I hope you're all well and happy, having a good day. Hopefully you're having a wonderful Wednesday, or you have a wonderful Wednesday. I'll be honest, I'm filming this on Saturday. I'm not sure how my week's going to go this week, so I'm filming ahead. I usually film several in a row so that you guys are not missing anything. I don't want you to miss videos, you know. All right, I am thinking I'm going to try something. I'm going to kind of just clip the little corner just a little. So it looks more like a handwritten label. That's not bad. Let me see. A little more angle there. A little more angle there. There. Let's ink this up just a bit. What are you guys up to today on your Wednesday? Probably something interesting, more interesting than me. For me, probably just crafting away in my studio. I really need to do some yard work. I really need to do some housework. I really just need to do something besides craft, because that seems to be all I do lately. I need to get... I'm not sure about that. I'm looking to see. I thought I had another... I have a couple different kinds of... like that. Want to see what else I have in my little bucket here. Oh my gosh, I keep throwing pieces on the floor. I really need to go through and clean this up. I've been just making a horrible mess out of it lately. this up better. To roll it a little bit or everything's going to end up on my floor. And then it ends up all over the house because the cats think, ooh, something fun to play with, Mommy. Thank you. And it's like, no, not for you, you little crazy cats. They're allowed in here, but they're not allowed on any of my surfaces. As I've said before, they're not allowed on my table or anything like that. Sorry, I'm picking up all this lace I just chucked on the floor. There's something specific I'm looking for, but I'm not finding it. So I guess I probably am not using it because I can't find it. Oh, well, you know how that is. I don't feel like digging for an hour. I'm feeling lazy today. I don't feel like doing that. So we will see what we're going to use. I would like to use something behind it. Because I feel like, you know, it needs that. Not that. Maybe this. Let's see. We want it to look old and curated, you know, like it's been sitting in a seamstress's studio for a very long time. Oh, not my fabric scissors anymore, and they are too dull for fabric. They're great for paper, but definitely too dull for fabric. Strings everywhere. Oh, I'm going to have to get in here and vacuum. Well, have to have my husband do it. He bought us a brand new vacuum. Works fabulous, but the problem is it is the heaviest, most unwieldy, difficult thing to use. I had to clean up a mess right when we first got it. He wasn't home, so I said, oh, I'll just go ahead and get this up because I don't want the cats to get... It was something I spilled on the floor, and I was really worried about the cats. So, for those of you who don't know, I'm a cat mom. And so... Let me check this real quick before I finish my story. Oh, I like that too, but I think it's too close to that. So I think I'll go with that. Anyway, so I get out the vacuum. I'm thinking, oh, I get to use a new vacuum. Didn't know how to turn it on. Took me a minute to figure it out. You know, plugged it in and everything. And oh, when I was done, I was huffing and puffing. And my shoulders are pretty gone from some bad falls and stuff. And oh, my arms just hurt so bad, and I was such a mess. I told my husband, why did you buy this vacuum? It's horrific. It's the worst. He says, oh, I really like it. I said, well, yeah, you got muscles. I don't have any muscles. Not anymore. Oh, my gosh. I could do anything before I was Superwoman, but not anymore. So with all the arthritis and everything, there's like no way. The fibromyalgia, there's like no way. I told him, buddy, I will never, ever be vacuuming this house with this vacuum. It's not happening. I could use the other one, but this one was no. I had a Dyson before. And I'm like, no, not happening. You're on your own from now on. You will be vacuuming. The tough part is sometimes he's not available and my studio needs vacuuming desperately. So, I don't know. I guess I could bring the stick vacuum from downstairs upstairs. It doesn't work that great, but it'll pick up enough, I think, you know, where I could vacuum my floor. Ay. What was he thinking? He got to buy a guy's vacuum. That's what I get for letting him go out and buy it and didn't go with him. Oh, well, you can't complain, I guess, if you don't go, right? Now, let me see. I'm going to need Fabri-Tac for this, I'm pretty sure. Don't think I'm using that today. Okay, so, and then what's going to happen is under here, I'm going to put in samples of lace. So this is going to protect it when the book is opening and closing. I think that's my goal. And then I may put some other, I'll put this up because I'll probably put some other images there. So let's see how this is going to go. Doesn't matter if we can see through it because, I mean, if you know, how you can kind of see through the glue on the vellum because this is not, I don't want it to be too neat and tidy. We want it to be a little messy. Because our seamstresses of bygone years did not have things that are our standard now. Their standard for then was awesome, but not today. We wouldn't do some of the things they did. Okay. All right, page 1 is done. I have to collect some samples for this. I haven't decided what samples I'm going to use, but so we're going to prep the pages today, get them all ready to go. All right, so that page is ready to go. I'm going to kind of stick that. There's fabric right here, and I'm going to kind of stick it under that fabric because that would help keep it down. All right, so that one's done. Uh-oh, where did that go? I should have left it open. Oh, your little buddy's a dingbat. I think... Does that go? I think I put it in the beginning of each section, didn't I? I'm going to leave it open the next time, because I don't remember where it goes, which I always said would happen. So let's do that. We'll turn the pages. Let's go find the next tab. Here we are. What I'll do is I'll put something in here. Let's see, what can I throw in there? What do I have? Oh, I know. I'll stick this little button card in here. That'll work. That'll be our play saver. All right. Oh my goodness. Here's all these threads again. You know how I feel about that. Oh my goodness. Gotta get rid of these. I'm not one for threads. Just because of my training, that's all. Well, anybody that sews knows, you know, you trim the threads right as close as you can. This is journal making, which is different, but it's not my aesthetic, so I'm going to just trim everything up a bit. Because, I mean, it's going to keep unraveling anyway a little bit, and that's fine, and I don't mind that look, but I don't want them that long, especially not the black threads. I think Michelle did a fabulous job on this kit, but... all right, so we have a piece for the next one. Hopefully, I think this one's going to be the same at 4 1/4. I'm going to hold this up for just a minute. Oh, see, now this is a wider page. But, wow. Okay, so what I see... It depends on how wide she did this. I didn't do this, so I have to figure out where. I think this is 4 1/2. Well, let me try it at that, and it might be too wide. So we want another piece over here. 4 1/2. All right. Let's see if that's going to work. Or is it too wide? Oh, just a hair. So let me cut it down a little bit more. Maybe the line right. Ooh. All right. All right, so that's good. All right, so we just need to, we're going to do what we did last time. And we're going to fold it down at the top. That's the way it was cut, so I'm going to pull it up a little bit. Well, I'm going to cut this off first before I do that, because that's going to change the end. All right. If you don't like the sound of the cutter, just turn down the sound while I'm cutting. So it bothers some people, I get it, but I got to do this. So some people don't like the sound of ripping paper. They don't like paper cutters. You know, they don't like the sound of scissors. So, I mean, I get it. So just, if there's something that bothers you, just, you know, fast forward or turn down the sound. That way it won't hurt your ears or make you crazy. We don't want that. We're for fun over here. We like to have our fun. Which this has been a very, very fun journal to make. I'm really enjoying it. Oh, whoops, before I do that, I got a little ahead of myself. We do have that ready to go, but guess what? We're missing. We need to put something here. I don't want the words to show. And we have to decide what we're going to do next. So I think we'll do... That's kind of towards the middle of the book, right? That is in the middle. I'm wondering about putting the buttons there because it is going to make the pages stick out a little. But because we're on rings, I think we're we're probably okay. So I'm gonna go with the sample buttons there. And obviously I have, oh, this is parchment cardstock. That's what I was trying to think of the name. Good Lord, my brain. Parchment cardstock. So I printed this on there. I'm really liking the parchment cardstock better than the presentation paper for this particular set. And again, I want to just trim the corners a little bit. I better check my time. Oh, we're doing okay. We're fine. We're fine. And we'll do a little inking to get rid of the white edges. Make it stand out on the fabric. I'm just pretty much using what's on there, but I'm going to have to re-ink that. I think I've pushed my little inker as far as I can without new ink. Okay. We want it to look old. That is the goal here. We're going to want this on the page. Oh, I'm going to have to fix this just a bit. I tried to cut it with these scissors, which, you know, not fabulous. I am fraying this on purpose, which I know is a contradiction, but it's not something I'm sewing. So. Okay, I'm going to move that. I'll have to put that over there and put it in with the other words. Oh my gosh, I'm making a mess. Okay. I'm wearing a black dress, knit dress, and oh goodness, I am covered in thread everywhere. All right. Now we've got to decide at this point, what do we want to do? What are we going to put on here? Which paper? Let's see. So we're doing buttons, right? So buttons could be, she does have a sheet of paper with buttons on it, but I'm not thinking I want to do that. I could do like a piece of this with the buttons on it. Might be cool. Or I do another one of these. Well, let's see how this looks before I make my decision. Right? Oh my gosh, what a mess. I am making a real mess today. Okay. What did we cut this one at? Didn't we say 4 1/4? No, it's just a smidge below 4 1/2. So we're gonna have to figure out on this one. Before I do that, sorry, I gotta get rid of this white edge. I didn't notice it until just right now. I thought I pre-cut those, but she did such a good job of fading that. Let's hope that works, right? You know I'm concentrating. I'm in the zone because I'm getting quiet. kind of want a little bit of the book page to show, so I'm going to cut it down. I feel like I do want the 4 1/4 would be the better measurement. Take that off, and then I want to take the top of that off because I didn't see that I forgot that as well. You probably tell me, hello, you didn't cut the top. Oops. Yeah, I kind of want you to sort of see that there's book page under there, believe it or not. I do want that to show just a little. There we go. That's pretty good, right? Let me do a little inking here. A little inking, Laurette, not that much. Come on now. All right, so let's do a little ink on the edge of this because we want this to look a little bit older. I could scrunch it up and make a wrinkled mess out of it, but I don't think I will. I don't know that the lines would improve it any. If I was doing something mixed media, I would do that. Not a journal. Not sure my brand new sponge is going to like this. It's kind of tearing it up a little bit. All right. Where are we at now? There we go. Alrighty, and then we could just put the buttons on there. I'll use some vintage buttons from my collection. Let me get the glue that I want. I'm not particularly trying to go straight. I don't really care at this point as long as I get the edges. Oops, I just glued my thumb. Where did my card go? I know it's here. Come out, wherever you are. Alrighty. I don't want to put too much glue because I don't want the pages to wrinkle. There we go. I was like, that doesn't look like the right side. It's not. There we are. Now we're going to use this right along here. I knew that was going to squirt out there just a little bit. Sorry I got quiet, but I have to concentrate. It is very hard to talk and craft, I will tell you. I never thought that would be the case for me because I was always doing live demonstrations and could talk and add things up and do orders and help people. But, you know, I think if you don't use your skills, you lose your skills. So not as easy as I thought it was going to be. I mean, the muscle memory's there. I did it for a long time. Demonstrated toys, candies, cosmetics. Oh, I don't know what else. I've lost track over the years. Ah, oh dear. Gotta get rid of all those strings. Yucko. Let's try this again. I need to fill my bottle. I find this, I like the Fabri-Tac better when it's the bottle's completely full. It just comes out so easy. Then you get, once you get that air gap in there, not so easy. I'm going to use that towards the top. Because like I said, we might want to put one of Jolene's images down there. Or maybe I might use a button card, something like that, so I could have double buttons. I'm going to add some more glue here. I didn't do a good job of that at all. I don't honestly know if this Fabri-Tac will stick to the, I don't think it sticks to vellum. I think I'm going to have to, actually, I'm going to have to use some, this sticks to the vellum very well. And it works with fabric too, so I'm just going to make sure I put some on all the corners to make sure it stays down. There we go. I am going to use it though on this. Luckily, you don't have to use like a ton. My glues do seem a bit slow today. They're working, but they seem a bit thick, a bit slow. So let me see if I can stretch that out of there a little bit. All right, page 2 is done. Let's see. We'll use our little bookmark again. And go to 3. So we've got buttons and lace. What do we need? Maybe trims. Next. Now let me see. Where's my words? Oh, ribbon. There's ribbon, and then trims are random. I think we'll do ribbons on this one. I am trying to stifle yawn. Oh, I'm tired today. I did sleep last night, so I don't know. I mean, I slept, but it wasn't fabulous, you know. It's not like one of those nights where I was awake all night. Thank goodness it wasn't one of those. But I just didn't sleep great, you know, that tossing, turning thing. Dreaming all night. Not great. It's not very conducive to crafting the next day, that's for sure. So after this, I will have some lunch. When I have a full tummy, I'll probably lay down and take a nap with my kitty cats for a while. Or maybe go sit out on the patio and read a book. I haven't done that forever. I love to read. I am an avid reader. I have a huge library. I actually have a library in my house, a room with a double wide chair that I sit in, and I love to read. Although honestly, since I started crafting, I rarely read. I use all of my reading time for crafting, so... But I would love to get back to it. The only thing is I'm afraid if I pick up a book, that's it. Oh, done. No more crafting. So if you don't see any videos, I went down the reading hole. No crafting. I've gone to reading. Okay, let me throw those over there. How big do I want this? Let's put this here. I'm going to use my fabric scissors this time so I can get it right. I want to do that in half, but I'm afraid it's not big enough if I do. Well, no, that works. Okay, we'll just put it in half. I can cut some more pieces. I have to pull it. I have to go over and get it off my wall, though. This is left over from the journaling cards I did the other day, so this is what I had left from that project. I think that's a, yeah, no, these aren't left over from the journaling cards. This is left over from the tags that I made for this book. Forgot these are from the tags for this book. So I'm fraying it on purpose a little bit. I have to fray a lot. Boy, I'm going to have to get the lint roller out. Oh my goodness. You do not want to see the front of me right now. What a mess. The hazards of crafting. All right, so now we are going to need, I was going to pre-cut stuff, but the thing is each page is a little bit different, so I can't really pre-cut anything. For those of you who are thinking, ugh, you should have pre-cut, you can't. Each page is individual, so that would not work. Here we go. I don't want to cut off a finger there. That would be bad, right? Kind of need those, don't I? I'm going to put it at 4.5 and see how it does. Like I said, I did not prep these pages, so I don't really know what's going to work and what is not going to work, so bear with me. A little wide. A little wide. I am thinking, though, that 4 1/4 might be our magic number here on this journal. Uh-oh, my neighbor just came home. It's Saturday. More than likely, we're going to hear some. He has a full woodworking studio in his garage, and we may hear some. He just backed his truck in, which means he's been off to Lowe's or Home Depot or one of those wonderful places. So he's probably going to work on a project, which I hear sometimes. But he works, you know, that's his thing. So it could be any day of the week. It doesn't, he works during the middle of the week, weekends, doesn't have a, he's pretty much retired. So he does side jobs for people. He's kind of an unofficial handyman. He helps out his friends and his buddies. He works with my husband too on projects. So when we get ready to do the floors, he'll be helping with the floor. When we redo the retaining wall, he'll be working with us there. He is an engineer. He was a Navy engineer, actually, so extremely intelligent man. Oh my gosh, so yeah. But those saws go sometimes a lot, which is fine. I don't mind it. It's just not good if you're filming a video. Otherwise, no, I don't mind the sound at all. I like to work with wood, so it doesn't bother me in the least. Just might be too loud for the video, though. Yeah. Maybe he's just going to unload the truck if we get lucky. All right. I don't think we're going to get all the pages done today, but we've got a good start. You have an idea where I'm going with these. Now we're going to need the vellum. I kept thinking I was going to use that pink vellum, but it's so dark. It's not a, I was hoping it was a light pink, and it's really dark. I think if it's something I don't really want to see, I might use it in the journal. But I think for this part of the journal, no, I'm going to use the lighter vellum. I bought this pink vellum a while ago, and I've used it a little bit, but not as much as I would like. What did I end up making this? Then I'll know what size I gotta cut that one, right? That'll speed it up. Well, it's not 4 1/4, it's not 4 1/2, it's really not 4 1/8. It's closer to 4 1/8, so maybe we'll do that. I'll go 4 1/4 because I have to trim the sides, so that'll work. I think that might work for me. That is not sitting well on my mat. Oh, having a hot flash. Great. Here, let me get some water. It's warm in here with the window closed. It's about 75 out, so. But this room gets the sun 24/7, 365 days a year. It's right in the front of the house and right on the corner. And it's always a warm room. It is not as hot as whereas I used to have my paper crafting room. Oh my goodness, that room was hot all the time. And it sits right over the garage, so it gets the heat of the garage. And on top of that, the cars are out front of that, and my husband's truck's in the driveway, so the heat and light bounce from the truck right into that room. Oh, it's so bad. And there's a roof right in front of us, which is a darker roof, so the heat in that room, the radiating of the heat in that room is crazy. The cats love that room. It's nice and warm and toasty, so if the air conditioner's on and they're cold, they go in there and they like to take their naps. It's perfect for them. But it was horrible for crafting, and I would just be soaking wet, just horribly wet all summer long when I crafted in there. So I'm thrilled I moved this to the other side where there is no roof. The wall drops straight down. So, and there used to be some trees out here. There aren't right now, but at least when I open the window, I don't get the heat from the roof or the garage. It's sitting over the front room, which stays very cool. That's really nice. It's not sitting in the garage anymore. Ugh. Or over the garage. Alrighty, let's see here. Let's do a little inking. Ink and think, as Gail says. We'll ink this other piece. We'll put this together, put on the label, and then that's probably call it quits for today. I know it's a little early. I seem to be dragging. I guess I need to get some lunch. About 2:15 in the afternoon, so I didn't have any lunch yet, and my tummy's telling me it wants to eat, so I'm losing my energy quickly. Alrighty, let's get this glued on. Hopefully this isn't too boring. I mean, it's not anything exciting today, but it has to be done, and I said I would try to do some of these things, but I know no one else has done this for a journal, so it is something you haven't seen. There's just a lot of it. You could fast forward through it just to see where I end up at, but you kind of got an idea already, I think. It's just cut, paste, measure, you know, figure out where you want it. I'm going to move this down just a little bit before I let it go. Ah, yikes. I like having the vellum glued a little bit on the book page up there. I don't know why. I just do. I pulled that up and it started to dry. Darn it. There you go. Probably have to re-glue because I noticed sometimes the glue doesn't stick to the coffee dyed papers. It doesn't like them. I've had that happen to me a number of times now. Sorry, my head's in here just a little bit because I really can't see that well. Sitting so far back, trying to stay out of the camera. Alrighty. Which one was I using? I think this one. I think this one. All right, so I'm going to use this because I didn't think that the Fabri-Tac was great. Oh, I like this side. It's really grungy. Ooh, perfect. Okay. So I did have the perfect side for gluing. Well, I hope you all are enjoying this little journal. Like I said, this wasn't a particularly exciting day, but I think it was different. No, haven't seen others do this in any of their sewing journals. Create this little flip. Uh-oh, I do have to watch for that to go through, though. Hopefully it didn't. Oh, you know, I better check the other pages. Just dawned on me. Make sure that opens. Okay, let me look at the other one real quick. Yeah, okay. Whew. I was thinking, what if that went through? That would be bad, right? So I'm not going to make you sit and watch the fifth one, but you've got the idea as to what you could do if you're doing this as well. What type of thing you could do. There we go. Just one more left to do, but I don't think I'll do that one on camera. I think I'll do that one off camera. And here we go. We'll put it back in. So our journal is absolutely coming along very nicely. You know, where did the opening for that one go? There it is. It's hooked on a ring somewhere. I don't think the beads would work, ladies, but they might. It doesn't appeal to me, but it doesn't mean I won't end up doing it, so we'll see. You will notice I put the samples opposite where you would do all of your writing. So hopefully, you know, it'll work. I may have to put a writing board with this. I don't know. I think it would be okay because you could take out a page to write on it. All right, so we only have one. Oh, I have two more. Whoa. Okay, so we've done 4. No, we've done 3. Wait, how many did we do? Okay, we just put that one back in. 1. Oh, there it is, 2. We did 3. We did 3 pages. So that's pretty good. I still have 2 more to do, but you get the idea. I'm going to be doing the same thing on the next 2 pages. And then I'm going to be looking for all of my ribbons and laces and things. And I don't know if I will do those on camera with you or if I'll just show you what they look like once they're done. Depends on what you guys ask for, if you want to see it all or not. So this is my next one. I'm going to put my little thing here, and I think I'm going to wrap this up for now because I'm just going to be doing 2 more pages exactly the same, alternating my papers, you know, through those pages. We still have this side to do, but those can maybe still might be pockets or belly bands, or, you know, haven't decided yet. As I figure out things, then, you know, and hopefully I'll have the sewing tags completed, stitched around to show you, you know, next time. I might even pop them into one of the pockets that we put in, but I can see I'm going to need, you know, a few more pockets and things, probably on maybe this side of the page. I think I still have, oh no, they're going to go on these. I forgot. We still have these to do. So they may get something on there. Let's see, what did I do on the back side of that other one? Yeah, I put pockets on this cardboard, so definitely have a few more of those to do. So anyway, we're going to wrap this up for today. I want to thank you for coming along to the studio and keeping me company. If you like this video and you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Hit the notification button. If you're already a subscriber, please hit the like that you like the video and comment, because you know that always puts you in the running for goodies when I give things away. It will be to those who are subscribers, who like and who comment on the videos. So anyway, thank you everyone. Have a wonderful Wednesday. I will see you all very soon. Love you lots. Hugs and kisses. Bye-bye.